How you doing, guys? This is Ryan. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be vlogging actually Grant Cardone and Daymond John's. It is their Breakthrough Wealth Summit. Check it out. So we're on our way down to Hollywood, Florida, and we are going to learn the following from their brochure here. We're going to learn how to quickly move any idea from concept to profit, take advantage of emerging business growth, profit from coming trends in the real estate market, and harness the latest technology and tactics in social media and online sales for your personal profit. So,
and free dinner.
So yeah, that's my wife back there, Jessica. There's free dinner. Everything's free. And if I know anything about Grant Cardone, he's not necessarily into charities, more into business. So I'm expecting a hard sell.
Go get that guala, man.
And kind of skeptical. I do like Grant. I'm kind of skeptical of some of his ideas. Like, I don't think, you know, buying your own house to live in is a bad investment, and I don't think you need to wait till you get $100,000 in liquid cash before you start investing. But Grant, I like how Grant is kind of a visionary, 10x growth, kind of a limitless personality. So kind of mixed feelings on Grant. And Daymond John, I only really know him from Shark Tank, and I'm familiar with the FUBU brand, so excited to learn more about that. I'll show some clips of the event while I'm in there, and I'll give a summary after. So to make sure to stay to the end of the event, I'll give you my feedback if you see this event marketed to you, and if it's worth going to. So free dinner, and also a bunch of other free stuff. I think I'm getting like books and iPhone chargers, and we'll see. We'll see if Grant is feeling like a philanthropist tonight, or if he's in for business, so we'll see. Alright guys, so we're getting super close. It was kind of a last second curveball. It's not really the event's fault. For some reason in Fort Lauderdale there was some issue with the water, so they moved the event down to, where are we guys? Hallandale? Or
yeah.
I think Hallandale Beach, pretty much I think Dade County actually, so we're out of Broward County. Oh, we're at the Diplomat Beach. I mean, it's still not the Diplomat in Miami, can't really complain about that. So yeah, kind of a curveball. We're running a little bit behind, but hopefully it's still a good event. We'll see.
We're going to teach you 10 days from now how to find deals. This is the #1 problem in real estate. Where's the deal? How do I find the deal? How do I access a piece of property? Get another job? They're not going to pay you more than the next job. You have to learn how to create wealth. You have to learn how to lean into something. So these guys that I'm working with, these are my partners over here, okay? We have a $5,000 program that we're going to provide for you here. How many days from now?
Next weekend.
Not this weekend.
Not this weekend, next
The
weekend.
following. So 8 days from now, you can get started with this, okay? It's a $5,000 program. This is my home. I live literally 3 minutes from here in the big regalia building over at Golden Beach, okay? We're going to do the program tonight for $997. Okay? I have 250 of these hats that I'm going to give away. When I'm done giving them away, I'm done giving them away. If you want to take advantage of it, Brian's going to keep talking to you about what we do. Put this on video, drop it on YouTube. Grant Cardone hates the I, R, and the S. When you can spend $997 and Uncle Sam, who ain't your uncle, pays for half of it, you gotta be like, dude, I'm all in. Go to the back of the room.
Alright guys, it's now the next morning. I'm back from the Grant Cardone, Daymond John Breakout Wealth Summit, and had a good time. I always enjoy the atmosphere of being in a room with a bunch of people that are trying to better their lives. So there's always energy in that, but I want to kind of give a review of what I thought of the event. So to recap, the event got moved last minute, about 30 minutes south from. It was supposed to be at the Broward Convention Center, and it got moved to the Diplomat Hotel in Hollywood, Florida. And my expectation going in, I've been to events like this. I went to the event with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, the free event, which is to sell you at a reasonable price the next event. And then usually at that next event, they sell you a very expensive event. So let me break it down. There was supposed to be dinner. I'm not upset that there wasn't dinner. I didn't pay anything for it, so I didn't expect dinner, and we didn't get it. And I think because they moved last minute, whatever the case is. As they say in economics, there's no such thing as a free lunch. There's no such thing as a free dinner for Grant Cardone's event. So we had to battle traffic to get down. The Diplomat is on the east side of the Intercoastal, and getting over, you're on these narrow roads to get on A1A. And so we ended up being very late. And I think we missed Daymond John open for the event, which sucked because I really wanted to see him and see what kind of insight he had. But we got there, and as soon as we walked in, Grant was on stage talking about real estate. Grant Cardone has built a fortune off of real estate investing and different methods. And he has several outlets now for real estate investors to invest with him and teach them through things like Cardone University and events like this. So while I really do enjoy events like this, I do think they do prey on people that maybe just aren't where they want to be in life and make a sudden change to change it at this event. So as I walk in the room and Grant's talking about the wonders of real estate, he then encourages people to get out of stocks and out of ETFs and retirement funds, and to put that money into hard assets, real wealth, real estate, into, he says, concrete, tile, you know, real physical things that provide cash flow. And like the very next sentence, he starts saying how Warren Buffett has made so much money because he's invested in things that have provided cash flow. But yes, Grant, Warren Buffett is the greatest stock investor of all time and tells investors just to buy the index, buy paper wealth. You say don't buy paper wealth. So I think it's kind of hypocritical when you say don't buy equities, buy real estate, and then you say Warren Buffett's so smart because he buys things that provide cash flow. He's buying stocks, bro. So I don't think 99% of the room actually even caught on to that, but for me it kind of just didn't make sense, because I don't think the only way to make money, or a lot of money, is in real estate. But they did put up a statistic, I kind of want to look this up as well, that say 90% of millionaires become millionaires due to real estate. Now I'm not sure how that 90% number actually came to be, because a lot of people end up diversifying in different assets, and real estate ends up becoming one of those assets. It's in their portfolio and then they become a millionaire. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do know real estate has created so much wealth for people. So as the night goes on, I forget the gentleman's name, he was a very good speaker, and I really liked his presentation. For me, Grant Cardone's a kind of buy or die, very aggressive type. I'm in sales as well, that's not how I sell. I'm kind of more of a educator and try to arrive at a decision if this is the best thing for you. Grant's kind of a fireball, ready to attack the world at all times. So the next guy kind of had a delivery more that I enjoyed, and he kind of really explained why we were there, that there was a program to buy, and why you should buy it. So essentially they're looking for anyone with a heartbeat and a pulse to team up with them to find deals that Grant and his team will fund. No approved credit, no income, no kind of stringent things that banks will make you do. I have to look at this a little bit deeper, but they call it asset-based lending. I have to do some more research on it. To me, anything that sounds too good to be true usually is. So essentially, they're not really buy and hold investors like I am. I intend to buy my real estate and hold it for essentially forever, unless the market goes parabolic for some reason. I'll sell if things get too funky, if prices raise at too rapid of a rate. I hope to be smart enough to sell at a time like that. But their investment strategy here was not a buy and hold strategy. It was that they had access to 300 something distressed banks that were holding properties that they needed to liquidate. You would have access to those in certain areas, and you would go and represent yourself and say, I have cash and I want to buy these properties from your distressed bank at these discounted prices. And then essentially you go in, fund the deal, flip it, turn it. Grant and his team are only asking for 4 to 6% of the gross sale, which seems like a really reasonable thing since they're taking a lot of the risk. They did say they had to approve the deals. But anyways, long story short, the next gentleman's laying out, this is the plan, this is what we're doing. Then Uncle G, Uncle Grant, is getting all fiery. He interrupts him and says to go to the back room, and this is time to sign up. I have this $6,000 3-day crash event that I'm discounting for you guys for $997. You know, kind of that call to action, time to close the deal. Grant's a great salesman, but probably not the salesman I would ever buy anything from. It's just not my style, and I'm not saying there's not value in it. So he is selling a 3-day course that he's valuing at $6,000, but rather than him 10xing the value of that,
Go get that guala guala, man.
he's discounting it all the way to $997, and I think it's in like another 8 to 10 days. Spoiler, I did not buy that, but I gotta say he probably had 200 people walk to the back room at least and buy and sign up for that 3-day crash course. So I mean, so there's an easy $200,000 in sales right there that he now has the opportunity to upsell more and more products to. Like I said, I had been to a Robert Kiyosaki Rich Dad Poor Dad event. His 3-day crash course was only $300, and actually I did buy it. I was newer at the time, and for $300, a 3-day event to learn more didn't seem like that bad of a deal. $1,000 here. I'm a little bit more seasoned. Guys, a lot of this information is free for here on YouTube, and I hope to share as much free information to you guys as possible, and all I ask in return is that you subscribe, like, and comment. You don't have to give me $1,000. You don't have to feel pressure, and there's so many other great YouTube channels that you can learn about how to invest, where to invest, and why to invest. So overall, I think it's very important as an investor to have a strategy, and certainly this event didn't align with my investment strategy, is to buy long-term, hold, rent, cash out, refinance, reinvest into more real estate, kind of more of the what they call the BRRRR method, and I'll lay that out for you. The BRRRR method is actually a strategy made by Bigger Pockets. It's a real estate group and real estate investing strategy. So again, the BRRRR method means to BRRRR, B-R-R-R. You buy, I believe you refurbish, hopefully I'm right on all this, you rent, and you refinance. BRRRR, BRRRR, and then you move on to the next. So their investment strategy more aligns with what I plan on doing, and I'd be more likely to buy some of their products than buy some of Grant's, just because as an investor you have to have a strategy and you have to follow it, or else you're just throwing money around. So overall, I don't want to say there's no value in this. You can look into it, but just not for me at the end of the day, Uncle G. I do think you've helped a lot of people. I think you've helped to motivate a lot of people, get people thinking. You've done that for me, but I just don't come to the same conclusion. And I'll even kind of throw in a side note. I've mentioned Meet Kevin's YouTube channel. He did a great kind of expose video of Grant Cardone, and I think it kind of just helps. Not that Grant's a bad guy, just you can't just listen to one person. You have to challenge thoughts, and you have to listen to different perspectives on the way to do things. And I think Grant pitches things that really kind of fit his business model. Maybe not necessarily what's best for anyone in particular, even though it could help. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll link Kevin's video above here. Just kind of how Cardone Capital works, and why Grant's philosophies may not exactly be in your best interest, and you may be able to do better even just on your own. So, I hope this is helpful to you guys. You will probably see more events marketed like this. I think he said they do like 10 of them a year. So this is just my insight as to what it is. And if you've made it this far, again, I just ask that you subscribe for more content like this about investing, real estate, stock market, business, sales, things like that. And you guys can also follow me on Instagram for pretty much daily updates on what I'm up to. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.